If you're over 60 years old and living in the United States, this message is especially for you. Many seniors believe high blood pressure is simply a normal part of aging, something unavoidable that comes with time. While aging does change the body, dangerously high blood pressure is not something you should accept as normal. Today, we're going to talk about one very common morning habit that millions of seniors follow every day without thinking, and how that habit may be silently pushing blood pressure higher. What makes this habit dangerous is not that it causes immediate symptoms, but that it works quietly in the background, day after day, placing stress on the heart, blood vessels, brain, and kidneys. Most people think high blood pressure comes mainly from eating too much salt, being overweight, or not taking medication correctly. Those factors matter, but they are not the whole story. There is something much more subtle that happens in the morning hours, right after waking up, that can influence blood pressure more than most people realize. This habit is so common that many doctors do not even mention it during appointments. Yet research and clinical observations have shown that how you start your morning can shape your blood pressure pattern for the rest of the day. Let's begin with a simple truth about the aging body. As we grow older, our arteries naturally lose some of their flexibility. This means they do not expand and relax as easily as they once did. Blood has to move through stiffer vessels, and that alone can raise pressure. At the same time, the body becomes more sensitive to sudden changes, such as rapid movement, dehydration, stress, and stimulants. These changes may not cause noticeable symptoms, but they still affect internal pressure. One of the most important times of the day for blood pressure is the morning. Doctors call this the morning surge. When you wake up, your body shifts from a resting state into an active one. Hormones like cortisol and adrenaline rise. Heart rate increases. Blood vessels tighten slightly to prepare you for movement. In younger people, the body handles this transition smoothly. In seniors, this transition can be rougher and more intense. Now here is where the common habit comes in. Many seniors wake up and immediately rush their bodies into full activity without giving the cardiovascular system time to adjust. They sit up quickly, stand up fast, walk briskly to the bathroom or kitchen, check their phone, watch stressful news, and drink coffee before drinking water. All of this happens within minutes of waking. The body goes from deep rest to full stimulation almost instantly. This sudden shift creates a perfect storm for high blood pressure. After sleeping for 6 to 8 hours, the body is mildly dehydrated. Blood becomes thicker. Circulation is slower. When you stand up too quickly, gravity pulls blood downward, forcing the heart to pump harder. When stress hormones rise suddenly, blood vessels constrict. When caffeine is added before hydration, pressure can spike even higher. What makes this habit especially dangerous is that most people do not feel it happening. Blood pressure can rise significantly without causing pain, dizziness, or discomfort. This is why high blood pressure is often called a silent killer. You may feel fine while damage slowly accumulates inside the body. Over time, repeated morning pressure spikes strain the heart muscle. They irritate the inner lining of blood vessels. They increase the risk of small tears in artery walls. They raise the chances of blood clots forming. They also reduce blood flow to the brain, which can affect memory and concentration. For seniors, this repeated stress is particularly harmful because the body recovers more slowly. Many people assume that their blood pressure medication should handle these morning spikes. Medication does help, but it cannot fully protect against lifestyle habits that work against it every single day. If the body is pushed into stress mode immediately upon waking, medication may not be enough to prevent high readings, especially in the early hours. Another reason this habit goes unnoticed is that most blood pressure measurements are taken later in the day, often at doctor appointments. By that time, the morning surge is already past. This means many seniors have no idea that their blood pressure is highest and most dangerous during the early hours at home. There's also a widespread belief that coffee is the main morning culprit. Coffee can raise blood pressure slightly, but it is not the biggest problem. The real issue is drinking caffeine before the body is hydrated and calm. When caffeine hits a dehydrated system with already elevated stress hormones, its effect becomes much stronger. This habit is not about laziness or poor discipline. It is about a lack of education. Most seniors were never taught how to transition gently from sleep to wakefulness. Society encourages rushing, productivity, and stimulation. News cycles are stressful. Phones demand attention. Coffee is marketed as essential. These messages ignore the realities of an aging cardiovascular system. It is important to understand that this habit does not cause high blood pressure overnight. It works slowly, day after day, month after month, year after year. That is why many people are surprised when their readings creep upward despite doing many things right. They eat reasonably well. They take their medication. They try to stay active. Yet their morning numbers remain stubbornly high. The good news is that this habit can be changed. It does not require expensive supplements, extreme exercise, or strict diets. It requires awareness, patience, and consistency. Small changes in the first hour of the day can lead to meaningful improvements in blood pressure control, energy levels, and overall well-being. Before moving to the solution, it is important to be clear about what this video does and does not do. This information is educational. It does not replace medical advice. It does not suggest stopping or changing medication. If you have concerns about your blood pressure, you should always talk to your healthcare provider. What this information does offer is a supportive approach that works alongside medical care. Now that you understand the problem, we can move forward. In the next part, you will learn how to correct this habit using a simple 7-day morning reset designed specifically for seniors. These steps are gentle, realistic, and safe. They are not meant to overwhelm you. They are meant to help your body work with you instead of against you. The goal of this 7-day reset is not perfection. The goal is progress. Each step builds on the one before it, allowing your body to adapt gradually. Many seniors notice improvements within the first week, not only in blood pressure readings, but also in how they feel throughout the day. Day 1 begins with how you wake up. When you open your eyes in the morning, resist the urge to jump out of bed. Instead, stay seated or lying down for about 1 minute. This pause allows your nervous system to transition smoothly. Place your feet on the floor and take 3 slow breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. This simple act reduces sudden pressure changes and signals safety to the body. Day 2 focuses on hydration. Before coffee, tea, or food, drink 1 full glass of room temperature water. During sleep, your body loses water through breathing and perspiration. Rehydrating early helps thin the blood, improve circulation, and reduce strain on the heart. Some people like to add lemon, but plain water is perfectly effective. Day 3 introduces a small but powerful change. Delay caffeine for at least 30 minutes after waking. This gives your body time to stabilize hormone levels and circulation. You do not have to give up coffee completely. Simply allowing your system to wake up calmly before stimulation can significantly reduce pressure spikes. Day 4 adds gentle movement. This does not mean exercise or workouts. It means slow, comfortable motion, a short walk around the house. Light stretching, shoulder rolls, or ankle circles are enough. Movement encourages blood vessels to relax and improves circulation without stress. Day 5 addresses the mind. Emotional stress has a strong effect on blood pressure. In the morning, avoid news, emails, and social media for at least a few minutes. Instead, choose a calming activity. This could be deep breathing, prayer, gratitude, or quiet sitting. Protecting your mental state in the morning protects your heart. Day 6 focuses on breakfast. Avoid heavy, salty, or highly processed foods early in the day. Choose simple meals with protein and fiber. Eggs, oatmeal, fruit, and whole grains help stabilize blood sugar and blood pressure. Skipping breakfast entirely can also increase stress hormones, so gentle nourishment matters. Day 7 is about consistency. The body thrives on routine. When mornings become predictable and calm, blood pressure often follows. Many seniors who adopt these habits report lower morning readings, improved energy, less dizziness, and better sleep quality. It is important to remember that results vary. Some people notice changes quickly. Others need more time. The key is patience. These habits are not quick fixes, but long-term support for cardiovascular health. If you take medication for blood pressure, continue taking it as prescribed. These lifestyle changes are meant to support treatment, not replace it. Always discuss any concerns with your healthcare provider. As you move forward, pay attention to how you feel. Notice your energy levels, your mood, and your sense of calm in the morning. These are important indicators of internal balance. High blood pressure does not have to control your life. Small, thoughtful changes can make a meaningful difference. Your body has carried you through decades of life. It deserves care, patience, and respect. If you found this information helpful, consider sharing it with someone you care about. Many seniors are struggling silently with blood pressure and do not realize that simple morning habits may be contributing. Thank you for taking the time to learn and invest in your health. Remember, aging is not about doing more. It is about doing things more wisely. Stay consistent, stay calm, and take care of yourself.